The Dane County District Attorney makes his ruling in a deadly officer-involved shooting. We'll tell you why he believes the officer acted within the law.
That Madison police officer has been cleared of wrongdoing by the district attorney's office. Good evening, I'm Eric Franke.
And I'm Sarah Carlson. Thanks for joining us. Today, Dane County DA Ismael Ozanne said that Officer Stephen Heimsness will not face any criminal liability in the death of Paul Heenan. Heenan was shot and killed November 9th in the 500 block of Baldwin Street after he went into the wrong house. According to the district attorney, witnesses say that Heenan, who was unarmed, started a struggle with Officer Heimsness and then reached for the officer's gun.
News 3 bringing to team coverage now the decision to clear Heimsness. Theo Keith live in the news center after asking police about the status of their own internal investigation.
And Marc Lovicott spoke with the district attorney who shared new information about the man who died, Paul Heenan. Let's begin with Marc.
Well, Sarah and Eric, we have reported that Paul Heenan was likely intoxicated the morning of the shooting. Tonight, we know his blood alcohol content was .208, more than 2.5 times the legal driving limit.
To say that this could happen to any one of us, I think is a far greater stretch than her letter would have implied.
Dane County District Attorney Ismael Ozanne responding to a letter from the Heenan family demanding answers and punishment for Officer Stephen Heimsness, a man who they say went too far and wrongfully killed their innocent brother and son.
I don't believe this can happen to just anyone. You know, people every day in our community are intoxicated. Yet they still don't go up to people's homes and open doors in the middle of the night. That doesn't happen.
Ozanne is now talking because his investigation into what happened is complete. He says it's clear Heenan got into a physical struggle with Officer Heimsness, who thought he was responding to a burglary in progress. During that struggle, the two separated, and that's when, according to a neighbor, the officer shot Heenan 2 or 3 times. Ozanne concluded that the officer was responding to a physical threat, and his actions were reasonable under law. He said there's no potential criminal liability for the officers involved in the shooting.
I wasn't surprised at all. It's a very rare case where there's strong enough evidence that a public prosecutor feels he has proof beyond a reasonable doubt of criminal liability.
Jeff Scott Olson, who's representing the Heenan family, says the family is considering a civil suit. He doesn't agree with the fact that there was an immediate threat.
Heimsness was able to separate himself from Mr. Heenan and achieve 5 or 6 feet of separation before he shot him. It doesn't say Heenan was advancing on him a second time when he was shot.
Attorney Olson says now that this investigation is complete, police reports will be publicly available, and he looks forward to going through them. And he and the Heenan family will soon make a decision on whether or not they will move forward with the civil case. By the way, today's decision also criminally clears the second responding officer, Stacey Trumbley, who arrived at the scene right around the same time the shooting happened, guys.
All right, Mark, thank you very much.